Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Yoder, Teeters Memorial Field, the site of our CWAC Game of the Week, with you early this week. A Thursday night affair. Tonight, we have the pleasure of bringing to you the Goshen County Bowl, as Tim Hurst likes to refer to it. Tonight, it is Southeast and Lingle. And, Grant, you've got number 1 against number 4. Should be a dandy tonight.
Yeah. Talk about the Goshen County Super Bowl here. What a matchup here. Number 1 and 4, as you said, Southeast comes in 4-1 overall. And Lingle-Ft Laramie 5-0, 3-0 in conference play. Lingle on a roll here. And always fun when we get these rivalries put together like this, but a little bit more special tonight, I think, because these two teams in the top 5.
Yeah, very well. Could be a prelude to a quarterfinal game. Well, it wouldn't be a quarterfinal game, but it very well could be either a semifinal game or a state championship game. As it looks right now, the East is far better than the West. As you look at those YOPrep.com coaches and media poll, the top 5 all reside on the eastern side of the state. And given records against those teams from the western side, it would appear that it's going to be an all-East semifinal. And so you very well could see these two teams coming back in that semifinal round.
Absolutely. It's going to be a fun October between all these teams within our region in what we call the CWAC Conference. You've seen Pine. They're put together. We'll see them next week at Lingle. Right now that stands at 1-2. As you said, Southeast at number 4. Lusk is at number 5 in the YOPreps poll. Saratoga undefeated. They're at number 3. So, yeah. Stacked side of the state right here.
Yeah, and you talk about what could become a very jumbled and tangled mess if Southeast can protect home field advantage here and win this football game tonight. Then you've got Lusk with the win over Southeast, Southeast with the win over Lingle, and that would make that game next Friday night mean even more.
Absolutely. What a great night for football. Unseasonably warm. I'm not sure what the temperature is, but it's still got to be
100.
Upper 60s, at least 105 here in the press box. But anyway, yeah, crazy weather we're having, and we're just about to get into the national anthem. We need to do lineups and different things. We'll do that right after we pause for this timeout.
Anderson Carpet is proud to have been your flooring expert for the past 46 years, honoring small-town values yet featuring a huge selection that is sure to surprise. Choose from their stock of carpet, hardwood, vinyl plank, vinyl tile, or sheet vinyl for any project. And they have the experts on hand to install them all, giving you a look you'll love for years to come. Stop in and visit today. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday from 9 to 1. Anderson Carpet in Lingle.
Healthcare should be easy. At Banner Health Torrington Community Hospital, feel free to set your pace and choose your path. Torrington Community Hospital offers new technologies, in-state specialists, and the healthcare professionals you know, for a road less traveled and a familiar face along the way. Torrington Community Hospital, providing a wide scope of care, helping you make healthcare easier so that life can be better.
Are you planning a kitchen remodel but don't know where to start?
Hi, this is Dan Shields from Century Lumber. Start with semi-custom diamond cabinets and Century Lumber. Diamond cabinets offer the latest door styles and finishes at an affordable price. I can walk you through all the features and benefits and provide a free estimate and expert design. Stop in and turn that vision of your dream kitchen into a reality with the help of Century Lumber Center in Torrington.
Domino's carryout deal means you can carry out one-topping pizzas for $7.99 each when you order online or by phone. Just in case there's any confusion, we've even set up a helpful website to confirm if today is a day you can carry out one-topping pizzas for $7.99 each. Just go to howaboutoday.com to find out if Domino's carryout deal is valid today. Spoiler alert, it is. Carryout only. Ask for this offer. Availability and charges may vary. Size availability varies by crust type. Excludes XL and specialty. Your local store may charge extra for some toppings and sauces.
When you grow corn for a living, you're always looking for the latest advances to help your fields be more profitable. That's why it's time to turn to Channel. When you plant Elite Channel seed products, you also get the services of your very own Channel seedsman. For customized service, expert advice, and elite seed products, your local Channel seedsman is Cole Coxbill. Be sure to ask him about other crop options as well, including soybeans. Call 575-2147.
This is Wade Brew, Market President with Pinnacle Bank. Pinnacle Bank has been serving the lending needs of farmers, ranchers, and commercial business owners of the Wyobraska area, where we've called home for over 100 years. Let us put our resources to work for you with local decision-making from a family-owned bank. Give us a call or visit us at www.wypinnbank.com. Pinnacle Bank, Torrington and Mitchell, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
CWAC Game of the Week here from Yoder. Grant Kaith, Mike McNamee, and Ryan Kaith alongside tonight. This game also on YouTube. As you type it up, go to KGOS Sports. You can view the game right there as well as 98.3 KERM. And it's time for a look at starting lineups, brought to you by Woodlands Financial Group. Mike Fulmer. For almost a decade, Mike has been providing families in southeast Wyoming and surrounding areas with their auto, home, farm and ranch, life and business insurance needs. The Woodlands Financial Group, Fulmer Insurance, has access to hundreds of insurance carriers, so you'll have choices for the coverage that you need. Call Mike or Susan today for a free quote. That's 307-514-6453. And again, like to welcome the Woodlands Financial Group, Mike Fulmer, to our starting lineups. And with those is Michael.
Thank you very much, Grant. Let's meet the visitors on the scoreboard tonight. Lingle-Ft Laramie. They come in at 5-0, 3-0 in conference play. They'll go this way. The up front double tight end set will look like this. From left to right, Ned Nelson will be on one end. The tackles will be Coulter McFarland and Cooper Smith, and Lincoln Speckner will be listed as a tight end on the right side. They will put wideouts in the formation in the form of Anthony Arnish, and also will use Colt Brown in that capacity some as well. The quarterback is Brady Cook, and the two running backs will be Loudon Bremer and Caden Riggs. So again, the Doggers are coached by Brandon Gifford. He is assisted by Tim Smock and Neil Baker. Now, on the southeast side of things, they are a little bit more conventional. You will see up front from left to right, Liam Hawes, Emmett Coxbill, Alec DeMarce, and Sebastian Brumley. That will be your front four. Then they will put and use TJ Moats in a tight end situation along with Chase Sauer. William Knowlton gets the nod as one of the starting running backs along with Carter Blevins. The starting quarterback will be Aiden Desmond. The Cyclones are coached by Sean Burkhart, assisted by Glenn Koski and Aaron Weglin. So, quickly through those starting lineups gives us just a minute to talk about something very important and near and dear to at least two of the three of us in this broadcast booth. The Minnesota Vikings are 5-0. They're undefeated. So, how often have we had a chance to say that in the recent past?
Not very often, about once every 2 decades maybe, but it's early.
They look good,
but we'll
though.
take it. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they look good. So a full weekend of football with the Pokes back on the air on Saturday afternoon, evening. That's a contest with San Diego State, I believe.
Yes.
And then Denver Broncos football on the air on Sunday. So a full weekend of football, but none more important than the Goshen County Super Bowl here. Looking at those 1A 9-man rankings, you had mentioned it. We talked about it. It goes Lingle-Ft Laramie, Pine Bluffs. Saratoga moves up a spot. Lusk drops a spot after the big loss in Pine Bluffs. Southeast at number 4 and Lusk at number 5. It is probably an opportune time to talk about that little bit of a scheduling change for next week's game of the week, which could be monumental.
Yeah. Yeah, we had another game scheduled, but thought with under the circumstances we better take the game that's going to be in Lingle. That'll be the battle of 1 and 2 and 1A 9-man. So it'll be Pine Bluffs at Lingle-Ft Laramie. We will have that for you next Friday night.
the game that Chris Jenkins and I had a chance to watch there in Pine Bluffs the other night, Pine Bluffs and Lusk, that Pine Bluffs team, I think I'm excited to watch this Lingle team tonight after having watched Pine, see what the contrasting styles of football are. I'll tell you, Pine will go through the air. I think the Freeburg kid with almost 300 yards passing, and Lingle, it looks to me like, can do it, a lot of it on the ground anyway. So I would guess the scoreboard will light up next week.
Yeah, and could see it tonight, too. Looking at the skill set for both of these teams offensively, looks like the same rosters pretty much from last year. You look in the backfield for Lingle, Riggs back there, Bremer, Brown, and Cook at quarterback now, another year under his belt, and Desmond at quarterback, of course a senior for the Southeast team, with Blevins, Tippett, and Sauer, Shimmick there at the wideouts. This should be quite a show tonight.
Yeah, I think it really should be. There's a couple of factors with this football game. I think you can look at a kicking game that could potentially be a factor with it. Southeast either won the toss and will take the football, or Lingle won it and deferred. So we will see right away Anthony Arnish teeing it up for Lingle-Fort Laramie. There is a leg there that we've seen kick 40-plus yard field goals.
Man, yeah.
Then on the other side, Aiden Shimmick has been very successful, and we've seen him kick field goals of 30 yards plus already this year as well. So you could have a kicking game that could factor into this as well.
Beautiful night for football. It's a little hazy, dusty, I guess, as dry as it is out there. But October football on a Thursday night, it's 70 degrees here. Couldn't ask for anything better. No wind.
I couldn't help but think back to a game that I did out here. It's probably been 8 or 9 years ago. I believe it was Hewlett had come down, and there had to have been 12, 15 inches of snow out here. And Coach Burkhart was still in his shorts. Yep. But we are teed up and ready to go here. Arnish has it teed up back deep to receive for the Cyclones. I believe that will be Tippett and Sauer. We are underway, and that one will sail into the end zone and will come back out in the form of a touchback. So you see the big leg from Arnish right there.
Boom, what a big kick. Yeah, deep into the end zone, midway through the end zone for the touchback. And Southeast will have it 1st and 10 from there on their own 20-yard line as they'll move from left to right.
Better be on our A game. We've got Coach Fulmer listening up in Niobrara County. So,
yeah, Sports Director Tim Hurst in the stands tonight. So, nice crowd here in Yoder as well, both sides.
Early handoff here to Blevins. He will work over the left side. A gain of 3 or 4 there for Blevins. Brought down by Bremer and Smith to bring up 2nd down. Actually a little better. They gave him 5 yards on the carry. Nice carry for Blevins on the 1st down.
Yep, nice first down carry there. They'll have it 2nd and 5 coming up at the 25-yard line.
You mentioned familiarity in the lineups. Blevins one that we hadn't seen before. New to this program as an inside pitch jet sweep coming here. That is Shimmick with the carry. He's run out of bounds. I don't think he got much, Grant.
Not much there on the outside. Cooper Smith quick to get there on the near side and knock him out of bounds.
And to add insult to injury, there is a flag on the field, and I think they're going to get an early hold here. Somebody locked up and wrapped up on the outside there, so the holding penalty will move this back inside the 20 down to the 15-yard line. Early penalty here by the Cyclones.
That's a big penalty there. 10-yard variety, so that'll back him up to the 15-yard line.
He's never able to confirm where the officiating crew is from here tonight. We will see if we can research that. Now they will leave Desmond alone. He'll throw left side, got a receiver. That's caught by Moats. Moats out over the 30, the 15-yard pickup. That should be enough for a Cyclone 1st down.
Yeah, what a big target there. Caught him right up the middle, and he outran his man by a couple of yards. Was able to get down to that 1st down marker, and that will move the chains. They'll have it 1st and 10 from the 32.
17-yard pitch and catch from Desmond to Moats. Southeast with the first down of the ball game. Blevins back in there, and now movement up front, and I think Desmond just got Lingle to jump off sides.
Hard count there as Desmond draws him off. It will be encroachment on Lingle. It's 5-yard penalty, so that'll make it 1st and 5 coming up for Southeast.
Think there's a little adrenaline pumping through those veins down there?
I would say so.
Yeah. Both teams fired up here. They know the importance of this one. If they both came in winless, this would be a huge game. Speaking of huge, a big hole for Blevins. Takes on tacklers, blasts his way into Dogger territory. Cook has to bring him down all the way at the 40. So a huge carry for Blevins, and the Cyclones are on the move here into Dogger territory at the 40.
About a 29-yard carry there for Blevins, a big gainer, and now in Lingle territories they have it 1st and 10.
From the pistol, once again, Desmond takes the snap, reads, hands to Blevins. Blevins will carry over the left side. A gain of 3, maybe 4 for Blevins. Blevins looks good early here.
Yeah, he does.
Getting a nice surge up front there. Lingle just in a showing a 3-man front there. McFarland on the nose, and they've got Nelson on the near end here. I can't tell. That's got to be Smith on the far side there. This time, Desmond will go under center. Turns, hands to Blevins. Blevins hit, falls forward. Nice yards after contact there by Blevins. Across the 35, they'll spot this at about the 37, so it'll bring up 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, he just hit that hole hard. Riggs had a shot at him, bounced off him, was able to surge ahead and pick up a couple more yards, so that'll make it 3rd and short.
Cyclones on the move here, just underway, first quarter action, scoreless on the Clark & Associates scoreboard. From the pistol, they will now motion Tippett, fake that inside pitch, hand to Blevins, and Blevins will be close to 1st down yardage before he's driven back.
Yeah, stood up at the 1st down marker. We'll see where they spot it. They will give him some forward progress there. They'll move the chains without a measurement. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Southeast.
Impressive drive here by the Cyclones to start this one. Ball spotted right at the 30 here. 1st and 10 Cyclones. The 28th Avenue Dance Studio crew is well represented here tonight.
There's a bunch of students in there.
Yes, there is. Now a pitch out to Blevins on the left side. Tried to get him to the edge. Nothing doing there. No gain on the 1st down.
Yeah, nice decent defensive surge that time by the Doggers to sniff that one out. Kind of slow developing. No gain there at all to bring up 2nd down and 10. A lot of different offensive looks so far here on this first set for Southeast.
They'll put 4 receivers in the formation this time. Blevins stands beside Desmond. Now they will pitch on the inside handoff to Moats. Moats tries to get outside. Nice defensive pursuit there. Colt Brown and Cooper Smith will team up to bring him down. No gain. In fact, he'll lose 1, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 11.
Yeah, he kind of held up there, waiting for a blocker. Ended up going around the defender there, but nothing there. In fact, a loss of about a yard.
At some point, you got to plant that foot and move north and south. Well, in this case, east and west.
Yeah.
But here's a big 3rd down. They'll send 3 receivers left side, 1 receiver to the right. Desmond stands at the 36, wants to throw, now flushed. He's on the run. Desmond can tuck it, and he will. Desmond pushed to the sideline, tries to step back in, but Brown will keep him in bounds. A gain of maybe 6 will leave him 4th and maybe 5. So a pivotal play call early on here. Probably still out of the kicking range. That would be about a 40-yard attempt.
Nice job by Brown to get to the edge there and prevent that 1st down, but still a gain of 6, as you said, from Desmond. It'll be 4th down and 5 coming up. Looks like they'll go for it.
Trips to the right side. Single receiver splits left. Desmond with Blevins to his right. Stands in the pistol at the 30. Maybe a little change in the play call. Now he takes the snap. Looks right. Now comes back to his left. Going to the end zone. He's got a receiver. It's caught. Touchdown, TJ Moats. How about the touch on that pass from Aiden Desmond? You talk about laying it in there. Found one-on-one coverage on the backside. TJ Moats hauls it in, a 25-yard touchdown pass from Aiden Desmond to Moats with 6:14 to go here in the opening period. On to attempt the point after. Bo Shimmick. Snap, placement, kick is blocked. And then a flag comes in. I'm not sure you can throw that flag. If the kick was blocked, I don't think you can flag him. I think they're probably going to pick that flag up, as poor Bo Shimmick was blasted. Yep, they will pick it up. So the score will go Southeast draws first blood here. They lead at 6-0 on the CNA scoreboard. We'll take a timeout. Be back after this break.
To win in sports, you have to adapt your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. I'm Maggie Myers, an Edward Jones financial advisor, and I can be your financial coach. Call 532-3431 today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Welcome back to Yoder, everybody. Mike McNamee and Team Caith, Ryan and Grant. Glad to have you with us for CWAC Game of the Week action. Eddie Fulmer providing some scoreboard updates for us. Bronco Grillhouse scoreboard updates. Lusk playing host to the Natrona County Sophomores and trail them 21-12 at the half.
Another Thursday night game.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice touch that time. Desmond to Moats on that. When he let loose of that throw, it looked like it was a little bit harder than it was, but he had nice touch and lofted it in there perfectly for the touchdown.
Riggs will field at the 30, still on his feet, out over the 40. Riggs cuts back. Riggs with one man to beat. Riggs to the 30, gets a block to the 20, the 10, 5, touchdown, Caden Riggs. Boy, I don't know who threw the block out here that kind of gave him the last passage, but Riggs did a nice job of running through traffic here. I think it was from the 30. I'm going to say 70 on the touchdown return from Caden Riggs. So a big answer for the Doggers as Caden Riggs returns the kickoff 70 yards for the touchdown. On to attempt the point after. Anthony Arnish out of the hold of Brady Cook. Snap, placement, kick is on the way. Would appear to be good, and it is. So with 5:54 to go in the first period, Lingle answers with the 70-yard touchdown run. They take the lead, 7-6 on the CNA scoreboard. We'll take a timeout and be back after this break.
The fall semester is underway in Goshen County, and so are fall sports. Let Heartland Embroidery help you find the right colors to show your school spirit. They carry all kinds of items made specifically for the Doggers, Cyclones, and Trailblazers. Stop in today and see what's new. Don't forget Heartland Embroidery is the largest retailer of Wyoming apparel in the area. It's all at Heartland Embroidery on Main in Torrington.
For farmers and ranchers, your livelihood depends on the land, and when Mother Nature doesn't cooperate, it can put everything at risk. That's where pasture, range, and forage insurance steps in. PRF Insurance protects your operation from insufficient rainfall, ensuring your livestock have the forage they need and safeguarding your bottom line. Talk to J.G. Elliott Insurance today about how PRF can keep your operation going strong season after season.
J.G. Elliott Insurance Center, a Platte Valley company.
Well, if you're a kicker and you're hoping to get a little bit of aid from the wind tonight, you can forget about it. There is not a breath of breeze here.
Not at all.
In fact, even the smoke from the Big Blue Barbecue is hanging right over the top of Teeters Memorial Field as Arnish drives another kickoff into the end zone. A touchback.
Yeah, what a leg on that kid. Midway through the end zone again, and yeah, that PAT, there was no question.
Nope, that was going to be good from a fair distance there. Takes me back to the last couple of years that Chase Miller was at Torrington, and what a weapon that was. You just didn't have to worry. I mean, your kick cover team had the day off pretty much because every one of them was going out the back of the end zone. Arnish, kind of similar here. So Southeast back in business from the 20. Desmond will throw. He's got a receiver. That's Tippett. Tippett with the big gainer, 20-yard pickup, brought down by Bremer, but Southeast finding early success through the air.
Yeah, that was just a quick hitter right up the middle that time, and Desmond, three-step drop, drilled it right up the middle, found him open, and placed it perfectly. Big gainer for Southeast.
Desmond with nice accuracy, great footwork. Senior night here, playing his final home game along with several of the other seniors on this crew as the officials will stop play here for a quick equipment repair.
Big crowd here tonight.
Yeah, as you would expect. Hopefully there's somebody at home listening as the ball hits the turf. Still loose. Now Desmond will fall on it. Fortunate to do so.
Yeah, falls on it at the 39. Didn't appear to be in a big hurry to get it, but boy, here came the rush. And got it just in time. So that'll bring up second down and long, second and about 16 coming up.
Cooper Smith was the first one there. Then Ned Nelson helped clean it up. So as Grant mentioned, second and long here. Desmond will empty the backfield and send all four receivers to the far side. Takes a snap, quick hitter, hits Blevins. Blevins with blockers will pick up a couple, but a nice defensive play there. I think Colt Brown chopped him down.
Yeah, Brown was there. Cooper Smith was right behind him to make the stop. Picked up about 3, maybe 4 on the play. Still be third and long. Yeah, as you said, the smoke just kind of hovering right below the lights here at Teeters Field.
Big third down here. Desmond will face third and will call it 13. Now empties the backfield, wants to throw. Now going to be flushed. He's on the run. On the far side, cuts it up. Will fall forward to over the 45 to about the 47. It will leave him short, but Desmond able to pick up 10 yards there. Just going to leave himself 3 yards short.
Yeah, and I think he had a timing route there to the near side. He wanted to throw to the near side. Colt Brown, he got in that backfield and messed things up for him, forced him to scramble, and turned into a pretty good gain for Desmond.
But Southeast for the first time tonight will have to punt this away as Blevins stands at his 36, takes the snap. Nice high punt here from Blevins. Will bounce and take a dogger bounce at the 25, back out to about the 29. So for the first time tonight, Grant, we will see this Lingle-Fort Laramie offense. They lead it 7-6, but they haven't taken an offensive snap yet.
No, and just 3.5 to go here in the first quarter. As we said, they come in ranked number 1 in the state, 1A 9-man, undefeated on the year. And we'll see their offense for the first time tonight.
Trio of backs in the backfield. Cook under center, takes a snap, turns and hands to the first back. That's Brown. Brown with a big hole right up the middle. 10 yards on the first down carry. Should be close to enough for first down.
Boy, he can get through a hole in a hurry, can he?
Yeah, just a junior, I believe. So, yeah, you've got this three-headed monster back there with Bremer, Riggs, and Brown. And it's got to be difficult to try and scheme defensively what you're going to do to try and shut them down.
They'll run a double back set here, and
Now a Wildcat snap to Riggs. Riggs cuts it up. He's got blockers. Riggs will have 11, maybe 12 yards on the carry. His lead blocker out there was Ned Nelson. But, yeah, you see a Wildcat formation there, direct snap to Riggs.
A couple of big chunk plays there for that Dogger offense to start things off. Brown with 10 yards, Riggs with 10, and they're at midfield already.
Torrington Trailblazers with a big home game tomorrow night as their homecoming tilt. They will welcome Buffalo into town. Homecoming 2024 for the Torrington Trailblazers. Now a direct snap to Brimmer. Brimmer being chased to the sideline. Turns it up, takes on tacklers on the sideline. Run out of bounds at about the 43. Gain of 5 will bring up 2nd and 5.
Yeah, 3 stiff arms there on that carry as he made his way to the outside and was able to pick up 5 on that carry. Brings up 2nd and 5. 2.5 to go here in the first quarter, as Michael said on the CNA scoreboard. It's a 7-6 lead for Lingle right now.
2nd and 5, a down and distance here that may favor a passing down here. Let's see if they let Cook show off his arm here. With one back beside him, he'll take the snap, handoff. Now a reverse coming, and Brimmer with a blocker out front. Brimmer to the 40, wrestled down there by Tippett. Nice job defensively there, as it looked like with that blocker out there, Brimmer may get far more than the 4 that he picked up.
Yeah, Moat's got his hands on him there on the far side and got him down. Still a gain of, 5 on the carry?
It'll bring up 3rd down, and we'll call it 2. 2 minutes even to go here in the opening quarter. Cook under center with the trio of backs behind him. He'll turn, hand to the deep back. That is Riggs. Riggs cuts it inside. Riggs will have the first down as he's inside the 30 down to about the 25-yard line. But Riggs with excellent lateral movement.
Yeah.
Able to plant and move so quickly there. Hard to defend that. One of those runners that can be going east and west full speed and stop and change directions on a dime.
Constantly shaking those shoulder pads. Yeah, very tough to bring down.
Same formation here. Cook under center will fake the handoff, wants to throw it. He's under pressure, and he'll be sacked. Blevins came untouched from the backside, will drop Cook all the way back at the 36-yard line. There is a, 12-yard loss there.
Yeah, just when Lingle's got the momentum there, that was a big defensive play for Southeast.
Well, he was showing up. Yeah, he was showing throw for the first time. We hadn't seen him even drop back, and we may not see it again for a little while. It'll bring up 2nd down, 20-plus here. With Brown to his right, now there's movement, and flags will fly. I think this is coming another 5 yards back, isn't it?
We'll see if it was Ned Nelson. I'm not sure. It also looked like, yep, he did jump.
In Ned's defense, there were a couple of others that jumped with him. So, mentioned favorable down and distance earlier. This quite the opposite here. 2nd down and near to 30. Snap back to Cook, who wants to throw. Looks left, loads it up, throws across the middle, overthrows his intended receiver. He wanted Riggs. He wanted Arnish. Cannot connect with Arnish, so it'll bring up 3rd down and very long here.
Yeah, just a little too strong on the throw there. Falls incomplete, brings up 3rd and a ton here.
Calling it 22. They would have to get down to the 16-yard line. Ball spotted at the 42. Trio of backs in the backfield, and they will pitch to Brimmer. Brimmer will cut it up inside the 30. Brimmer still on his feet. Brimmer to the 20. He'll have the first down and more as he is inside the 15 and run out of bounds at the 8-yard line.
Had a 35-yard run that time. Yes. Just shifty around defenders there and so quick to get to the outside and work around defenders. But, boy, what was 3rd and long there is now 1st and goal for the Doggers, knocking at the door here with the lead.
If you are defensive coordinator, you are pulling your hair out as we have come to the end of the first quarter of play here. Entertaining first quarter. Lingle will take a 7-6 lead. Into that second quarter, we'll have it coming your way right after this timeout.
For customized service, expert advice, and elite seed products, your local channel seedsman is Cole Coxbill. Be sure to ask him about other crop options as well, including soybeans. Call 575-2147.
This is Wade Brew, Market President with Pinnacle Bank. Pinnacle Bank has been serving the lending needs of farmers, ranchers, and commercial business owners of the Wyobraska area, where we've called home for over 100 years. Let us put our resources to work for you with local decision-making from a family-owned bank. Give us a call or visit us at www.wypinnbank.com. Pinnacle Bank, Torrington and Mitchell, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Yoder. Great to have everybody along. Grant, an opportunity for us here to thank, man, what a great bunch of sports boosters we've got that bring these broadcasts your way. Always glad to have them and can't thank them enough.
Could not do it without you, and we're always striving to add to what we do, like the video streaming that we have done, and improving that as we go.
Glad to have the Wilson clan tuned in tonight. Sent us a text that they are tuned in. Glad to have you guys along with us. Here's a pitch to Riggs. Riggs to the left edge, to the 5, to the goal line. Touchdown, Doggers. Now, the official back here is, did I miss a flag? No, I don't think so. Looks like there are no flags on the play. So the 8-yard touchdown run by Riggs on the first play of the second quarter puts Lingle up 13-6 as we await the point after. The referee acted as though maybe there was a penalty flag, but seeing none, Arnish on to attempt the point after. Snap, placement are good. The kick is on the way. Would appear to be good, and it is. 11:54 to go here in the half. Lingle now leads it 14-6 on the Clark & Associates scoreboard. Let's take a timeout. We'll be back after this break.
To win in sports, you have to adapt your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. I'm Maggie Myers, an Edward Jones financial advisor, and I can be your financial coach. Call 532-3431 today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
The fall semester is underway in Goshen County, and so are fall sports. Let Heartland Embroidery help you find the right colors to show your school spirit. They carry all kinds of items made specifically for the Doggers, Cyclones, and Trailblazers. Stop in today and see what's new. Don't forget Heartland Embroidery is the largest retailer of Wyoming apparel in the area. It's all at Heartland Embroidery on Main in Torrington.
Mike McNamee, Grant Caith, Ryan Caith, glad to have you with us for the CWAC Game of the Week action here. The Goshen County Super Bowl. Lingle now leads it 14-6. This kick will be returned as Tippett will field at the 5 and is drilled before he can get back out. Wow. Put him on his back right there, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, he was quick to get down the field. Big hit.
Forward progress was to about the 19. Tippett's first contact with the turf was at about the 14. So it'll be 1st and 10 Cyclones. An impressive opening drive resulted in a touchdown. Their last possession, they had to turn it over after they stalled out at midfield. They will motion Tippett into the formation and pitch on the inside, handoff to him. Tippett cuts it up at the 20, falls forward to the 21.
Yeah, Dogger defense all over at that time. Initially on the hit there, Cooper Smith to sniff that one out. So a little bit of trickery there by Southeast to no avail. But a pretty good spot as they end up giving them, 3 on the carry there.
As quick as this Lingle team is offensively, you see them all on the defensive side of the ball too. Hard to outrun them. It's hard to beat them to the edge. Southeast has probably had their most success between the hash marks. Blevins will take the handoff. Quick out pattern here to Moats, and Moats will have a first down. Nice fake there, as I thought he had handed the ball to Blevins.
Yeah, I did too, and as you said, just kind of a quick hitter at slant pattern, right up the middle, streaming to the near side, and a nice catch, the stop there by Riggs, but that's enough for a first down for the Cyclones as they'll move the chains and have it 1st and 10 at the 35.
They will put Moats along with 2 other receivers left side. They will split a single receiver far side. They'll throw that way, and the ball tipped, intended for Tippett's, tipped by Arnish. Dangerous pass right there from Desmond.
Yeah, it was. Arnish was right there. That got his mitts on it, but was enough to just kind of deflect it away, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 10. So again, not sure why this game being played on a Thursday night. We had heard maybe because kind of tough to get refs these days in the region and tough to do it all one night on Friday nights.
Well, I think they probably figured it won't matter to the folks in Goshen County. They'll all show up for the game, whether it's on Thursday, Friday, or any other day of the week.
Yeah.
Here's a counter handoff to Blevins. Blevins will be stood up at the 40. A gain of about 6, and now a late flag. We're going to get an unsportsmanlike conduct flag?
Yeah, it was late.
Well, there was a lot of pushing and shoving there at the end of the play. I'm going to guess that there was that was followed up by some conversation.
The refs discuss, and
going against the offense. So a little bit of frustration there, and obviously the conversation after the play resulted in the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. So the ball all the way back to the 26-yard line. You can ill afford that in a game like this.
Yeah, it'd be 3rd and 19 now coming up for the Cyclones.
Trio of receivers near side, single receiver to the left. Now Desmond running for his life. Throws across his body. He's got a receiver, but it's knocked away as Arnish was out there in coverage. Pretty good coverage there by Arnish.
Yeah, blanket coverage for Arnish right there as he broke that one up. And that's a tough throw for Esmond, a lefty, trying to turn his body around like that on the run and make that throw to the far side.
Actually wasn't a bad throw, but I think Arnish just there defensively to knock it away. But you're exactly right.
That just shows his athleticism, as we've seen throughout all these years.
Blevins will stand at the 15 and bang it out of there. End over end punt that will hit at the 47. Still on the turf, and now will be downed as Brimmer will allow Southeast to down the football, and Lingle will start with excellent field position.
Yeah, didn't get all of that one like he wanted on that punt there, as Lingle will have it 1st and 10 in Southeast territory to start this drive. And again on the CNA scoreboard, they lead it 14-6 with a little over 10 minutes to go here in the first half.
What do you call this offensive set? 3 backs in the backfield is what I'm calling it.
Yes, yeah.
They will turn and hand to Brown. Brown with a big hole and a blocker. Brown to the 30. Brown to the 25 and brought down there by Shimmick, but hold the phone. I think that blocker may have grabbed a jersey. Is that kind of what you saw?
I did not, but yeah, it's back close to the line of scrimmage, so certainly could be. Yep. They're going to bring it back.
Yep. So the hold will negate the big run by Colt Brown and will put the ball back on the Dogger side of midfield at the 49-yard line.
But as you talked about, just that three-headed backfield for Lingle-Ft Laramie, all three of them at any time with a fresh set of legs can burst off a big one, and they just do it in big chunk plays.
So hard to play responsibility football if, you can usually designate somebody for the fullback, somebody for, a defensive end steps up, watches the quarterback, whatever. But hard to really choose who you're going to defend as Riggs takes the counter handoff, and Riggs will carry down to the Cyclone 40, a gain of 11 for Riggs, and that will bring up 2nd down and 1.
Yeah, and from their offensive sets we've seen from their backs, they're all 10 yards or more.
Yeah.
On average.
Brimmer with that big carry on the 3rd and long back in the first period, but most of them have been right around that 10-yard. Now there's misdirection, miscommunication here as half of the Doggers moved, half of them didn't.
Yeah, most of the offensive line did.
It was either a false start on 5 of them or it was a late start on 4, one of the two. So the 5-yard penalty will move the ball back out to the 46, and it will bring up 2nd down. We'll call it 6. Hard to believe that we are already in the 6th weekend of the football season.
Yeah, it's coming to an end quick.
Regular season with 2 games to go in it. They will turn in hand to Brimmer, and Brimmer's got a big hole. I don't think they're going to catch him. To the 10, 5, touchdown, Loudon Brimmer. There are no flags. 46 yards, Grant, is that what you're calling it? Boy, is he quick.
Wow. Yeah, he burst into that secondary. They couldn't catch him.
So Loudon Brimmer with his first touchdown. And Arnish is on to attempt the point after. 8:37 to go here in the half. Arnish out of the hold of Brady Cook. Snap, placement, kick are all good. And just like that, Lingle has opened up a 21-6 lead on the Clark & Associates scoreboard. We'll take a timeout and be back for the kickoff after this break.
For farmers and ranchers, your livelihood depends on the land, and when Mother Nature doesn't cooperate, it can put everything at risk. That's where pasture, range, and forage insurance steps in. PRF Insurance protects your operation from insufficient rainfall, ensuring your livestock have the forage they need and safeguarding your bottom line. Talk to J.G. Elliott Insurance today about how PRF can keep your operation going strong season after season.
J.G. Elliott Insurance Center, a Platte Valley company.
Shopping for a used vehicle can be a scary proposition. Who can you trust? Laramie Peak Motors in Wheatland is who you can trust. At Laramie Peak Motors, they keep and purchase only the best pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Then they're subject to a full certification inspection before making them available. But that's not all. Their motto is old-fashioned service for modern times. They stand behind everything they sell. Laramie Peak Motors, I-25, exit 80 in Wheatland. Easy to get to from anywhere in southeastern Wyoming. LaramiePeakMotors.com.
I used to think that so long as I was careful, I couldn't get injured. But being sidelined with a torn ACL definitely wasn't in my plans this season. My family made an appointment for me with the providers at Memorial Hospital of Converse County. Their knowledge and care helped me heal and learn how to prevent future injuries. I found an all-star team for my healthcare in their orthopedic and sports medicine department, one that will keep me in great shape and suiting up. I discovered that bigger isn't always better at Memorial Hospital of Converse County.
Just in time for the kickoff. It will drive Tippett to the 10. He'll pick it up, works to the right side. Tippett's with the lane. Tippett's out to the 30 before tackled there, and a late flag flies.
Yeah, Tippett's nice job on the return, able to bust a couple of tackles there to get up to the 30, but we'll see what the flag is all about.
There's been no lack of them here in the first half. 8:28 to go here in the half. Lingle up 21-6 on the Clark & Associates scoreboard. They are walking west. That does not favor the Cyclones.
Yeah, they've had too many penalties in this game here in the first half.
An illegal block on the return will put this one back to the 15. That's where Southeast will start this drive. Two-by-two set here as there are 4 receivers in the formation for Desmond with Blevins beside him, and now there's movement up front. Boy.
Yeah. Confusion there as stepping off the line was one of the Southeast linemen. That'll back him up another 5 yards. Tough to get some momentum going here.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, would probably speak to just how amped up these kids are and the importance of this football game. Not having seen Lingle, I've seen Southeast, and this is not typical of their style of football penalty-wise. Now Desmond, on a design quarterback keeper, will not get back to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he'll lose another couple on that play.
Yeah, not a good start on this drive for Southeast. Clock continues to roll, just over 8 minutes left to go in the first half, and again on the Clark & Associates scoreboard, Lingle leads this 21-6.
Desmond facing what one would assume will be a passing down here with 4 receivers in the formation. Stands in the pistol, now loses a snap, picks it up, rolls to his right, now tucks it. Desmond will get it back out to the 10 before being tripped up there by Cooper Smith, but that was the problems with that one started at the snap.
Yeah. Yeah, and again, just the athleticism of Aiden Desmond was able to get a couple of yards on the scramble once he was able to corral the football, but still backed up deep here, 3rd and 15.
Desmond will stand in the pistol at his own 5. Well, you would have to think if there was a time that Lingle would bring heat, try and put some pressure on Desmond here, as he will load the right side of the formation. 4 receivers to the far side. He will now motion Blevins, wants to throw. Now he's flushed. Desmond on the run, cuts back and is dropped as he crosses the 15 to the 17. Well, I think that's McFarland there on the stop. Did a nice job of running down Desmond. So a gain of maybe 5 or 6, but if you're Lingle, you still accomplished your mission.
Yeah, forced him to step up in the pocket. He had to go with it. And just too much real estate.
So Blevins will punt, stands at his 7, bangs it out of there. Punt that will be fielded by Brimmer at the 45. Calls for blockers as he works around the left end. Flags fly. Brimmer still on his feet. Now they'll say that he stepped out of bounds, but I'm going to guess this is a hold and probably coming back.
Well, you talk about confidence as a football player that lets the ball take a bounce in front of him, just bats it down. It's like, I'll still get it.
Mm-hmm. And then picks it up and was pretty sure that he had stayed in bounds and was going to score, whether it was called back or not.
Yeah, be interesting to see what the flag is.
5:52 to go here in the half. Grant and Ryan Caith, Mike McNamee, glad to have you with us for CWAC Game of the Week action.
Well, this radio station's been all over today. Shad Bates with volleyball coverage. in the gym earlier, just prior to this one. I think Sports Director Tim Hurst out in the stands here, so we're Chris back at the studios. We're covered.
Exactly. Nobody does it better than KGOS, KERM Sports. Well, okay, there might be some people that do it, but nobody does more of it. So, Grant, I didn't see the penalty call, but they have marched this one all the way down to the Cyclone 12. Had to have been a face mask. Yeah. Boy, once again, you don't want to give them any more than they're getting on their own. Handoff here to Riggs. Riggs to the goal line. He's in. Touchdown. Caden Riggs, number 2 for him on the half. This one from 13 yards out. Lingle now with the lead, 27-6, with Arnish on for the point after. What's interesting to me with these 3 different running backs for Lingle, you've got 3 kind of contrasting styles. All 3 very effective in their own right as Arnish drives the point after through with 5:45 to go in the half. Lingle now leads it 28-6. Let's take a timeout. We'll be back after this break.
At Points West Community Bank, we know that agriculture is more than a business. It is a way of life. With over 94 years of experience in serving Goshen County, we understand and value the ways of our local farmers and ranchers. Through the quality of banking services and lending relationships, we take the time to know our customer and learn their operation firsthand. Stop in today to meet with our friendly and experienced lending staff to discuss your agricultural business needs. We look forward to seeing you. Points West Community Bank, a new direction in banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
At Platte River Family Dentistry, it's their vision that patients have the freedom to choose a lifetime of optimum dental health. It's their mission to provide progressive excellence in dental care with the ultimate in patient comfort. Dr. Marsh, Dr. Lucas, and the staff are always striving to learn the most up-to-date information, so it's clear to see that Platte River Family Dentistry is the right choice for your dental health. They appreciate your referrals and always welcome new patients. Call Platte River Family Dentistry at 532-4448.
Back here live at Teeters Memorial Field in Yoder. CWAC Game of the Week coming to you a night early this week. Next Friday night we will be in Lingle. Pine Bluffs travels to Lingle to take on the Doggers. This ball tipped by Sauer at the goal line, but then goes out of the back of the end zone. So the touchback will bring the ball out.
Yeah, and we should take just a moment to promote this game also being not only heard on KERM FM for the CWAC Game of the Week, but also on YouTube. You can go to KGOS Sports and view the game, and it will also be on YouTube tomorrow night, that Torrington homecoming game. So plan on that one as well.
Boy, what a tremendous response to that added coverage that we've been able to bring our listeners and the folks of Goshen County. Hear a lot of good things about those YouTube broadcasts and people's ability to watch it along with listen to our broadcast. We all know they'd rather listen to the broadcast. That's the most important part.
Yeah, right.
Hand off to the deep back, Blevins. Blevins with the blocker will pick up a couple right up the middle.
Host of Dogger tacklers there, one of them being Cooper Smith, who is all over the place defensively. He is an animal.
I've been impressed, yeah. Called his name several times here already in the first half. Cyclones facing second, and we'll call it 7. We'll see Desmond stand at about the 18. 2 receivers either side. Now he will motion Moats. Looks left. Now on the move. Outlet pass here to Moats. Moats on the edge. Should be close to first down yardage. Based on that spot, I think he got it.
Yeah, he went through progressions there. 3 different receivers. He had plenty of time. Great blocking by that offensive line. And threw that ball perfectly to convert the first down.
Desmond with a healthy respect for this Dogger defense. As you can see, those feet start moving pretty early.
Yeah.
Desmond with the athletic ability to make things happen on the move. Fresh set of downs here for Southeast. They'll turn, hand to Blevins. Blevins will take on tacklers. Falls forward. Another gain of a couple for Blevins here as he was met by Colt Brown and Ned Nelson.
McFarland also there. There's a host of them. A little bit better start on this offensive possession for Southeast than the last.
No penalties so far.
Yeah.
That, as you mentioned, that was kind of their Achilles heel in that last possession especially. 1 step forward, 3 steps back. Double tight end set here for Desmond. He'll take the snap, fake the handoff. Wants to throw right side, but it's tipped and falls incomplete. Is that Smith again over there on the right side or Nelson?
Yeah, he was there, but it was Nelson that got his hands up and batted that pass down. Guess he is a pretty tall kid, but yeah, he got up for that one.
So the incomplete pass will stop the clock at 3:45 to go in the half. 3rd and long here. Call it 3rd and 7 for the Cyclones. Trips receivers come near side. Single receiver. Split far right. Quick throw across the middle. He's got a receiver. That's caught. Tippett's with the reception. Tippett's with the first down. Out over the 45 to the 46. There's a nice quick hitter to Tippett's right there.
Yeah, Tippett's just a nice route there as he was open. Desmond was going there all the time and made that connection. Nice play call for Southeast.
Then Tippett's quickly comes to the sideline. Looks like they're trying to stretch maybe a cramp there. So he will be out of the lineup. 3 receivers split to the right, 1 to the left. Desmond from the 42 takes the snap, fakes right, now throws left. Got a receiver down there, but overthrows Moats. Pretty good coverage down there.
Yeah, Arnish had him covered. And looks like Moats maybe gave up on that route a little bit, or Desmond just showing off his arm.
Yeah, Moats was kind of coasting down the sideline. Almost looked as though he thought it was going the other way. Arnish wasn't fooled.
No. Yeah, he's impressive as a defensive back for Lingle and defensive coverage. Those receivers don't get too far from him.
I think we've got an update that we can provide on the volleyball game right after this play. Snap and a handoff to Blevins. Blevins hit right at the line of scrimmage. Guess who?
Cooper Smith.
Uh-huh.
All over that one. Blew that one up, brings up a 3rd and 9.
The opening drive, Southeast went 80 yards. Capped that one off with a touchdown, but since that time, they have found the ground game a little bit challenging.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. See what they call here. Near midfield.
3rd and 9, Desmond to throw. Looks to his right, now rolls. Comes back the other way. On the run to the left, now has a blocker, will be pushed to the sideline and run out of bounds by McFarland and Brown. It's going to be close, probably close enough here, Grant, that's 4 down territory.
Maybe, and, again, credit to the offensive line for Southeast. Desmond had all day, rolled out to the right, rolled to the near side, decided to tuck and keep, but, man, that says a lot for the coverage downfield for Lingle-Ft Laramie as well.
So here's a big play call with 2 minutes, 17 seconds to go in the half. Desmond facing 4th and 2. Tries the hard snap count. Can't get him to jump off sides, and now Southeast will take a timeout. So a nice job by the front there of Lingle holding their ground. They won't fall for the hard snap count, and a timeout has been called. We'll take one with them. We'll be back after this break.
The Southeast Booster Club would like to wish all of our Southeast Cyclone athletes good luck.
We applaud your hard work and dedication to our school and are here rooting for you every step of the way. The Southeast Booster Club, supporting and promoting excellence in academics, athletics, and all activities in our Southeast schools. Go Cyclones!
At Points West Community Bank, we know that agriculture is more than a business. It is a way of life. With over 94 years of experience in serving Goshen County, we understand and value the ways of our local farmers and ranchers. Through the quality of banking services and lending relationships, we take the time to know our customer and learn their operation firsthand. Stop in today to meet with our friendly and experienced lending staff to discuss your agricultural business needs. We look forward to seeing you. Points West Community Bank, a new direction in banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Points West Bank in Lingle, proud supporter of the Lingle-Ft Laramie Doggers.
Back live in Yoder, score update brought to you by the Bronco Grill House. If you're in the mood for a good burger, why not get the best one in town? That's the Bronco Grill House on Main and Torrington. Shad Bates with coverage earlier this evening. Southeast and Lingle in a volleyball matchup, and it was Southeast in that one as they win in 3 sets.
4th and 2. Desmond takes a snap. Flush now throws down the field. Jump ball at the 10. It's tipped and falls incomplete. You can hear the reaction of the crowd as it was tipped. Aiden Shimmick had a play on the ball and couldn't haul it in.
Yeah, it was deflected to Shimmick there. Just couldn't haul it in. That would have been huge.
So the Doggers will take over now. The problem with that gamble is you give Lingle pretty good field position here on their own 45. So as Grant mentioned, congratulations to the Southeast girls as they pick up a straight sets victory over Lingle tonight. Shad does a good job on the volleyball.
He does.
Fun to listen to.
Yep, been a busy night here in Yoder.
Yes, it has. Brimmer takes the handoff. Brimmer with a big hole over the right side. Tripped up and tackled there by Blevins as Brimmer with a gain of 13. Ball 15, I guess, isn't it?
Yeah, 15-yard gain there. We just had mentioned all the backs in this Lingle backfield. So quick and shifty and strong. And just big chunk plays, 10, 15 yards at a time. And 15-yarder there for Brimmer, and it's 1st and 10 in Southeast territory.
I think we've only seen one Cyclone carry the football. That's Blevins. He's had to handle the entire workload. Now a Wildcat direct snap to Brimmer, and Brimmer's got a blocker and a lane. Brimmer to the 10, Brimmer to the 5. Touchdown, Lingle. There are no flags on the play. That is a direct snap into traffic. Looked like Brimmer was going to encounter some resistance there, but then cut it back against the grain and scrambles 40 yards into the end zone. With 1:16 to go here in the half, Lingle now leads at 34-6. Arnish on for the point after. Bad snap. Cook gets it down. It will not make it. Think it got partially blocked, and the PAT fails. So with 1:16 to go in the half, Lingle leads at 34-6 on the CNA scoreboard. We'll take a timeout and be back after this break.
Value through and through.
In the Cowboys state, we all know that oil and gas play a pivotal role in our Wyoming way of life. Western Proppants in Yoder is proud to provide high-quality frac sand for the oil and gas community. In fact, they're the only in-basin source for high-quality frac sand in southeastern Wyoming. Learn more at westernproppants.com and check out the careers page for job opportunities. Western Proppants, located in Yoder, Wyoming.
Whether you need your garage door replaced or repaired, you can have peace of mind knowing that the job will be done right by Kevin and the other professionals at Wheatland Garage Door. Serving Eastern Wyoming for the past 7 years with over 20 years of experience, you'll get quality workmanship, warranties for new installs, and always free estimates. For residential, commercial, and industrial doors, go to wheatlandgaragedoor.com or call them today at 307-322-2200.
At the 6:14 mark of the first quarter, Southeast went on top 6-0. Since that time, Lingle has scored 34 straight. The most recent, a 40-yard touchdown run by Loudon Bremer. Arnish puts a toe to it, and this one will go out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So, Southeast will take over on the 20. Didn't have a chance to look at the game schedule for the weekend. I'm sure as we get to this point in the season, there are going to be some big ones around the state. Saratoga and Pine Bluff's one that is kind of interesting in the 1A 9-man, especially for the east side standings. I believe Pine Bluffs travels to Saratoga for that contest.
Yeah, and a team that we haven't seen in Saratoga, but undefeated.
Yeah. Snap back to Desmond. Looks right now, is flushed on the run. Trip there, and now going to be tackled from behind by Colt Brown. So a short gain on the first down carry by Aiden Desmond.
Colt not a big guy, but athletic, wrapped him up there and brought him down. Gain of about 2.
He's a bullfighter. He's not afraid of anything that happens out here on the football field. Yeah. Pitch and catch here as Sauer with the reception on the far side is run out of bounds. First down yardage there on the 8-yard pitch and catch from Desmond to Sauer.
And a nice route there as they knew exactly where they needed to be to get to that first down marker and got the first down, 1st and 10 Southeast.
So thank you to Michael Lerwick. He has updated us that Pine will host Saratoga this weekend. Now Desmond will carry it and get out of bounds on the far side. Short gain, maybe 3, will bring up 2nd down and 7. Grant, you have mentioned it. The coverage downfield has kind of left Desmond in some situations where he's had to tuck it and run because he really didn't have much options as far as a throw.
Yeah. Yeah, and has had time to do it.
Here's 2nd down. We'll call it 7. 3 receivers near side, 1 to the far side. Snap back. Desmond looks left. Now tucks it, forced to his right. Reverses his field. Still wants to throw it. Desmond on the run. Comes to the near sideline. Big block out there and a hit as McFarland took on the blocker and Riggs runs Desmond out of bounds. There was a lot happening there.
There was, some bodies flying there as Riggs kind of pancaked Desmond there. Was way out of bounds. They'll spot it just shy of the first down. 3rd and a yard to go.
Well, you just can't ever give up on a play with Desmond. He is always trying to do something to extend the play, create something for himself.
17 seconds left to go in the half.
3rd and 1 here for Southeast. Desmond stands at the 34, looks right now left, under pressure, and he's sacked. There's our guy.
Cooper Smith.
Yep. You know, they don't list height and weight on the Lingle roster, but that Cooper Smith is not all that big as we have come to the half. But, man, is he a defensive standout for this Dogger football team. First half comes to a close. Lingle leads at 34-6 on the Clark & Associates scoreboard. Let's take a timeout. We'll be back to Yoder for halftime stats after this break.
Texting and driving. Texting and driving? Everyone knows there really is no and. You're either texting or you're driving. In other words, if you're typing or reading anything while you're behind the wheel, you're not paying attention and you're not in control of your vehicle. That's why law enforcement around the state is cracking down on distracted driving. Hey, Wyoming, let's put an end to texting and driving because we all know better. There is no and. This message was paid for by WYDOT.
Say howdy to Totally Free Checking. Your bank on the range, First State Bank in Torrington, has the whole kit and caboodle. Totally free checking, free online and mobile banking, and a free instant issued Visa debit card. Plus, when you open a personal or business checking account, you'll get a free gift, an 8-piece food storage set. Perfect for your vittles. That's our way of saying thank you, partner. Hold your horses, you still get more. Switching banks? We'll pay you up to 25 buckaroos for your debit card and unused checks from another bank. We reckon you'll love Totally Free Checking. First State Bank in Torrington, a division of Glacier Bank, member FDIC.
Anderson Carpet is proud to have been your flooring expert for the past 46 years, honoring small town values yet featuring a huge selection that is sure to surprise. Choose from their stock of carpet, hardwood, vinyl plank, vinyl tile, or sheet vinyl for any project. And they have the experts on hand to install them all, giving you a look you'll love for years to come. Stop in and visit today. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday from 9 to 1. Anderson Carpet in Lingle.
Healthcare should be easy. At Banner Health Torrington Community Hospital, feel free to set your pace and choose your path. Torrington Community Hospital offers new technologies, in-state specialists, and the healthcare professionals you know, for a road less traveled and a familiar face along the way. Torrington Community Hospital, providing a wide scope of care, helping you make healthcare easier so that life can be better.
Are you planning a kitchen remodel but don't know where to start?
Hi, this is Dan Shields from Century Lumber. Start with semi-custom diamond cabinets and Century Lumber. Diamond cabinets offer the latest door styles and finishes at an affordable price. I can walk you through all the features and benefits and provide a free estimate and expert design. Stop in and turn that vision of your dream kitchen into a reality with the help of Century Lumber Center in Torrington.
Domino's carryout deal means you can carry out one-topping pizzas for $7.99 each when you order online or by phone. Just in case there's any confusion, we've even set up a helpful website to confirm if today is a day you can carry out one-topping pizzas for $7.99 each. Just go to howaboutoday.com to find out if Domino's carryout deal is valid today. Spoiler alert, it is. Carryout only. Ask for this offer. Availability and charges may vary. Size availability varies by crust type. Excludes XL and specialty. Your local store may charge extra for some toppings and sauces.
When you grow corn for a living, you're always looking for the latest advances to help your fields be more profitable. That's why it's time to turn to Channel. When you plant elite Channel seed products, you also get the services of your very own Channel seedsman. For customized service, expert advice, and elite seed products, your local Channel seedsman is Cole Coxbill. Be sure to ask him about other crop options as well, including soybeans. Call 575-2147.
This is Wade Brew, Market President with Pinnacle Bank. Pinnacle Bank has been serving the lending needs of farmers, ranchers, and commercial business owners of the Wyobraska area, where we've called home for over 100 years. Let us put our resources to work for you with local decision-making from a family-owned bank. Give us a call or visit us at www.wypinnbank.com. Pinnacle Bank, Torrington and Mitchell, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
To win in sports, you have to adapt your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. I'm Maggie Myers, an Edward Jones financial advisor, and I can be your financial coach. Call 532-3431 today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Welcome back to Yoder, everybody. CWAC Game of the Week action. Mike McNamee, Grant, and Ryan Caith. Glad to have you with us as we are at the half. And Lingle leads this one 34-6. It is time for our halftime stats, and they're brought to you by North Platte Physical Therapy. North Platte Physical Therapy is committed to keeping you at the top of your game, both on and off the field. Marnie and the crew are on the ball and ready to help you figure out what ails you and how to get you back to your best. North Platte Physical Therapy, where they provide quality professional care with a family-friendly atmosphere and always flexibility. They're located at 1301 East M Street, or you can give them a call at 532-5355. Now, with those halftime stats and numbers, here's Grant.
All right, thank you, Michael. And, well, a lot of scoring in the first half, as would indicate the 34 30-6 score with 6:14 to go first quarter. 30-yard touchdown from Desmond to T.J. Moats, southeast on the board first. The PAT was blocked, and the score would be 6-0. Then, first quarter, 5:56 to go in the first. A 70-yard kickoff return answered by Riggs would put Lingle up at 6-0. And the PAT was good, so that would make it 7-6. Need to write the Riggs in there. And then with 11:54 to go second quarter, Caden Riggs again would answer with an 8-yard run for a touchdown. That makes it 13-6. The point after was good. 14-6, Lingle-Ft Laramie. And with 8:37 to go in the second quarter, a 46-yard touchdown run by Loudon Bremer makes it 20-6. The point after was good once again by Arnish. 21-6, Lingle-Ft Laramie. 5:45 to go in the second quarter. A 14-yard touchdown run by Caden Riggs once again makes it 27-6 Lingle. Point after good. That makes it 28-6. And then with 1:17 to go in the second quarter, Loudon Bremer would answer again. A 40-yard touchdown run makes it 34-6. The snap bobbled. PAT not good on that one. The score remains 34-6, and that's where we are right now at halftime.
So a pretty impressive display here as Lingle showing off why they're the number one ranked team in 1A 9-man in the state of Wyoming as they lead at 34-6. We have a scoreboard update for you coming. We're going to take a short break here. When we come back, Ryan Caith will join us for a scoreboard update. We'll be back after this break.
The fall semester is underway in Goshen County, and so are fall sports. Let Heartland Embroidery help you find the right colors to show your school spirit. They carry all kinds of items made specifically for the Doggers, Cyclones, and Trailblazers. Stop in today and see what's new. Don't forget Heartland Embroidery is the largest retailer of Wyoming apparel in the area. It's all at Heartland Embroidery on Main in Torrington.
For farmers and ranchers, your livelihood depends on the land, and when Mother Nature doesn't cooperate, it can put everything at risk. That's where pasture, range, and forage insurance steps in. PRF Insurance protects your operation from insufficient rainfall, ensuring your livestock have the forage they need and safeguarding your bottom line. Talk to J.G. Elliott Insurance today about how PRF can keep your operation going strong season after season.
J.G. Elliott Insurance Center, a Platte Valley company.
Shopping for a used vehicle can be a scary proposition. Who can you trust? Laramie Peak Motors in Wheatland is who you can trust. At Laramie Peak Motors, they keep and purchase only the best pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Then they're subject to a full certification inspection before making them available. But that's not all. Their motto is old-fashioned service for modern times. They stand behind everything they sell. Laramie Peak Motors, I-25, exit 80 in Wheatland. Easy to get to from anywhere in southeastern Wyoming. LaramiePeakMotors.com.
I used to think that so long as I was careful, I couldn't get injured. But being sidelined with a torn ACL definitely wasn't in my plans this season. My family made an appointment for me with the providers at Memorial Hospital of Converse County. Their knowledge and care helped me heal and learn how to prevent future injuries. I found an all-star team for my healthcare in their orthopedic and sports medicine department, one that will keep me in great shape and suiting up. I discovered that bigger isn't always better at Memorial Hospital of Converse County.
At Points West Community Bank, we know that agriculture is more than a business. It is a way of life. With over 94 years of experience in serving Goshen County, we understand and value the ways of our local farmers and ranchers. Through the quality of banking services and lending relationships, we take the time to know our customer and learn their operation firsthand. Stop in today to meet with our friendly and experienced lending staff to discuss your agricultural business needs. We look forward to seeing you. Points West Community Bank, a new direction in banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
At Platte River Family Dentistry, it's their vision that patients have the freedom to choose a lifetime of optimum dental health. It's their mission to provide progressive excellence in dental care with the ultimate in patient comfort. Dr. Marsh, Dr. Lucas, and the staff are always striving to learn the most up-to-date information, so it's clear to see that Platte River Family Dentistry is the right choice for your dental health. They appreciate your referrals and always welcome new patients. Call Platte River Family Dentistry at 532-4448.
Welcome back to Teeters Memorial Field. CWAC Game of the Week tonight on a Thursday night. Ryan Caith, glad to have you along on Kerm FM alongside Grant and Mike McNamee tonight. Lingle Doggers with a big lead at halftime, 34-6 on the CNA scoreboard. A few other games going on tonight. This scoreboard update brought to you by the Bronco Grill House. Go get a burger on Main Street at the Bronco in Torrington. We thank them for sponsoring these score updates. Shoshone with a big win over Wyoming Indian tonight, 55-0. And the Natrona Sophomores up 21-12 in the third quarter over Lusk. Again, Lusk, the number 5 ranked team in 1A 9-man, and 34-29 Lusk. Thank you, Ed Fulmer. He's more up to date. So Lusk with the lead in that one. Again, if you'll remember, Guernsey will travel to Lusk next week, and Guernsey having to make up drop down to 6-man football after losing some personnel, so Lusk will host Guernsey next week. Let's take a look at some other 1A 9-man games coming up tomorrow night. A big one as Saratoga travels to Pine Bluff. Saratoga number 3, Pine ranked number 2 in the state. Other 1A 9-man games, it'll be Gray Bowl at Rocky Mountain. And then Wright will get a win as Guernsey had to forfeit that 9-man game tomorrow. Again, tune in tomorrow night as it's homecoming for the Torrington Trailblazers. They will play host to Buffalo as they come to town tomorrow night. 6 o'clock kickoff for that one. You can hear it on Cinch Country KGOS, 99.9 FM, 1490 AM. And you can also watch it right here on our YouTube channel, KGOS Sports. I believe the Lady Trailblazers host Newcastle tomorrow for volleyball for homecoming week. Again, at halftime here in Yoder, it's Lingle 34, Southeast 6. And we are just a few minutes away here from the second half, so we'll be back with Mike McNamee and Grant Caith right after this.
The Southeast Booster Club would like to wish all of our Southeast Cyclone athletes good luck. We applaud your hard work and dedication to our school and are here rooting for you every step of the way. The Southeast Booster Club, supporting and promoting excellence in academics, athletics, and all activities in our Southeast schools. Go Cyclones!
At Points West Community Bank, we know that agriculture is more than a business. It is a way of life. With over 94 years of experience in serving Goshen County, we understand and value the ways of our local farmers and ranchers. Through the quality of banking services and lending relationships, we take the time to know our customer and learn their operation firsthand. Stop in today to meet with our friendly and experienced lending staff to discuss your agricultural business needs. We look forward to seeing you. Points West Community Bank, a new direction in banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Points West Bank in Lingle, proud supporter of the Lingle-Ft Laramie Doggers.
Dusty Anderson at Mid-States Tire invites you to stop in and let him show you what they have to offer when it comes to taking care of your vehicle. Be it a car or a truck, you can count on efficient and guaranteed workmanship from Mid-States Tire. Whether a simple oil change to making sure your brakes are in working order, and if new tires are called for, Dusty can get any major brand of tire. Call today at 532-TIRE. That's 532-8473. Mid-States Tire.
Torrington Vision Source is a proud radio sponsor of area athletes and the Wyoming Cowboys. We're your one source for your family's eye care needs. Eye exam, full-service optical, contact lenses, eye diseases and injuries, surgical co-management. We use the latest in technology, not only in diagnosing your problem, but also in the products to fix it. Our helpful and friendly staff is just a phone call or click away. 532-4114 or TorringtonVisionSource.com, or like us on Facebook. Torrington Vision Source. Doctors Grant and Linda Jones, East M Street in Torrington.
Hi, this is Al Maloney, General Manager at Transwest Ford in Scottsbluff. Football season is finally here, and we have the best offers for you. Take advantage of low APR financing for qualified buyers on 2024 F-150, Explorer, Edge, and Escape. Save up to $2,000 or take advantage of low APR offers on 2024 F-250 and F-350 Super Duty XL and XLT models. Stop by or give us a call at 308-635-3701 or visit us online at twford.com.
Overnight stays, weekend getaways, or last-minute vacations. However you choose to get away, earn double rewards on your travel purchases with your Platte Valley Bank Rewards credit card. Earning is twice as nice on hotels, airlines, car rentals, and more, now through December 31st. As always, earn 1 point per dollar spent on everything else, plus no annual fee. Apply now at pvbank.com and start earning double today.
Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC. Subject to credit approval, certain restrictions apply. Special offer only valid on consumer rewards credit card.
Before you head out on your next road trip, Ty's Pit Stop in Lingle invites you to stop in and stock up. They continue to serve the area with competitive gas prices, and they've got plenty of road trip snacks to choose from. With Coca-Cola products, along with other hot and cold beverages, snacks, fresh entrees that are always hot and ready, and even adult beverages for the weekend. Ty's Pit Stop on the corner in Lingle, locally and veteran-owned and operated.
Ranchers, now is the time to contract your protein supplement needs. Westco-Feed is now offering contracts on cake, tubs, and pellets to ensure you can lock in your feed costs for this coming winter and spring. Count on unmatched service when it comes to the success of your operation. Call your local Westco-Feed salesman or Jared at 308-760-0909 to learn more. Westco, service, solutions, success.
Westco's your best value through and through.
In the Cowboys state, we all know that oil and gas play a pivotal role in our Wyoming way of life. Western Proppants in Yoder is proud to provide high-quality frac sand for the oil and gas community. In fact, they're the only in-basin source for high-quality frac sand in southeastern Wyoming. Learn more at westernproppants.com and check out the careers page for job opportunities. Western Proppants, located in Yoder, Wyoming.
Whether you need your garage door replaced or repaired, you can have peace of mind knowing that the job will be done right by Kevin and the other professionals at Wheatland Garage Door. Serving eastern Wyoming for the past 7 years with over 20 years of experience, you'll get quality workmanship, warranties for new installs, and always free estimates. For residential, commercial, and industrial doors, go to wheatlandgaragedoor.com or call them today at 307-322-2200.
Second half just about to get underway here from Yoder. Glad to have you with us for the game of the week. Also, a big welcome to all of our viewers online watching this broadcast on our YouTube or the YouTube broadcast of the game. I think at last check, maybe 75, 80 people joining us online, so glad to have them with us as well. Second half is underway. Kick gets over the head and now will be fielded by... That is Speckner. Speckner out over the right side, out over the 25. Yeah, the ball just kind of bounded over the head of Brown, I believe. But Speckner was right there for it.
Yep. Landed right in his cradle there and took the return 10 yards. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Doggers. Yeah, again on that YouTube, you can just type in KGOS Sports, view it and listen there. It's also being heard on 98.3 KERM FM and 103.1 FM in Lusk. Tomorrow night, Torrington Trailblazer football homecoming against Riverton. Or check that, Buffalo.
Buffalo, yep. Riverton in next week, I believe. Inside handoff here, and a nice job defensively as they stuff the ball carrier. That is Brown. Maybe a yard on the first down carry will bring up 2nd down and 9.
Big chunk plays for this Lingle-Fort Laramie offense throughout that first half.
Yeah, 2 big plays that kind of stand out to me. The big return by Riggs after the opening touchdown. But then the big carry by Bremer on the 4th and 22 or 32 or whatever it was. Those were 2 that kind of stick out in my mind. Pitch here to Riggs, cuts it back. He will have close to first down yardage as he carries out over the 35 out over the 34 to the 35-yard line. But
Liam Hawes on the tackle there for Southeast. But, yeah, they spot that one a little shy. It looked like he maybe was right at that 35-yard line, but it'll be 3rd and inches.
Coach Gifford not going to argue the spot, not going to throw the challenge flag.
Cooling off a little bit here this evening. As we said, no breeze. Been a beautiful night here in Yoder for Thursday night football. Now it's 66 degrees.
Now the hard snap count will draw Southeast offside, so Lingle will pick up a first down by way of penalty.
Yeah, nice job by Brady Cook there with that hard count to draw him off. Gives him the first down, and as we mentioned early on, Lingle came into this in the polls ranked number 1 in the state, 1A 9-man, Southeast at 4.
One thing that, as we watch the first down carry here by Bremer, and Bremer into traffic as he crosses midfield, going to be gang tackled at the 40. That's the best way to bring Loudon Bremer down, is with a crew of you.
Yeah, about a 23-yard gain there.
One thing that Dr. Grant Jones does such a great job of is prepping before the game with stats. I would really like to know what the biggest stat that I would like to know what Lingle has scored this year as opposed to what they've given up, because this is a pretty stingy defense too. But as you mentioned earlier, the big chunk plays results in a lot of points.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I would say close to an average of, it's got to be close to 10.
I would imagine, yeah. Carry here by Riggs. Riggs into the secondary, takes on tacklers. Now he's free to the 5. Touchdown, Caden Riggs. It was 1st and 10 from the 42, and Riggs took on tacklers into the secondary and then was able to bust free and carries it in from 42 yards out with 9:35 to go here in the third. And the first possession of the second half. Lingle on to attempt the point after here. The last one in the first half was partially blocked. Let's see if Arnish can get this one away. Snap, placement, kick, and it's blocked again. Looked like right up the middle was Liam Haas. Got the block on that, PAT. So back-to-back PATs, no good for the Doggers. That has been one of very few chinks in the armor here tonight.
Yeah.
They lead at 40-6, 9:35 to go in the third. We'll take a timeout and be back after this break.
Texting and driving? Everyone knows there really is no and. You're either texting or you're driving. In other words, if you're typing or reading anything while you're behind the wheel, you're not paying attention and you're not in control of your vehicle. That's why law enforcement around the state is cracking down on distracted driving. Hey, Wyoming, let's put an end to texting and driving, because we all know better. There is no and. This message was paid for by WYDOT.
Say howdy to Totally Free Checking. Your bank on the range, First State Bank in Torrington, has the whole kit and caboodle. Totally free checking, free online and mobile banking, and a free instant issued Visa debit card. Plus, when you open a personal or business checking account, you'll get a free gift, an 8-piece food storage set. Perfect for your vittles. That's our way of saying, thank you, partner. Hold your horses, you still get more. Switching banks? We'll pay you up to 25 buckaroos for your debit card and unused checks from another bank. We reckon you'll love Totally Free Checking. First State Bank in Torrington, a division of Glacier Bank, member FDIC.
Back live at Yoder. The CWAC game of the week. Teeters Memorial Field, the site here, and Lingle now leading it 40-6. Arnish puts a toe to it. It's fielded, but then dropped. Still trying to find the handle on it is Tippett, and he'll be driven down at the 7. Just couldn't get his hands on it.
Yeah, bobbled it 2 or 3 different times. Finally, allowed Lingle to get downfield. They corralled him near the 10-yard line, so backed up deep is Southeast here, desperately trying to get something going.
Yeah, they really need something productive out of this drive. But a long field in front of them with which to do it. Forward progress was out to the 10. So it's 1st and 10, Cyclones from the 10. Desmond will turn and hand to Blevins. Blevins going nowhere. Blevins driven back. I think his forward progress will give him back to the line of scrimmage, but he didn't get any more than that.
No, Coulter McFarland all over that tackle as he sniffed that one out at the line of scrimmage, and they will put him right back at the original line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Again, as we mentioned, score updates brought to you by the Bronco Grill House. Best burger in town on Main and Torrington. It was Southeast in 3 sets over Lingle tonight. That also broadcast here from Yoder as Southeast gets the victory.
2nd down and 10, and now Desmond alone will look to throw. Looks to his left. Now will throw it up, and he's got a receiver, but he threw behind Blevins, who was behind the defender at the 42. Blevins had a step.
He did. Bremer tried to make up the ground there, but just couldn't connect there. And again, Desmond bought a lot of time there.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. Is able to do so with his quick feet. Now we'll face 3rd and long, 3rd and 10 here for Southeast. It's a problem with having to go to the air. An incomplete pass stops the clock. You're not chewing up any time. Need to keep their offense on the field here. 3rd and 10. 2 receivers near side, 1 to the far side. Lingle appears to be ready to bring pressure here. Snap back to Desmond. Flushed out, and he's going to be sacked in the end zone, and that is a safety.
And who?
Cooper Smith.
Yep. All over that one.
Well, and I almost said Coulter McFarland, but I think he was there too. But the safety in the end zone, will they say that are they going to spot him at the 1, Grant?
No, they are.
So they avoid the safety, but it will bring up 4th down and 18, and maybe even more dangerous is now Blevins will have to stand on the back of his own end zone. Snap is back. He gets the kick away, but it goes straight up. They will let it bounce. It takes a big Cyclone bounce all the way out over the 40. So that turned out a lot better for Southeast than it potentially could have.
Yeah, that kick looked like it was going to net about 20. Took a big Southeast bounce, as you said, another 20 yards. And as it turns out, not a bad punt.
Boy, if you've got to think if Bremer fields that on the run, that's a short stride into the end zone there for him. But he let it bounce, and I think he did so thinking it was probably going to take more of a neutral bounce.
Yeah, that's tough out of the back of your end zone like that.
Lingle still with outstanding field position. They take over at the Cyclone 44. Second possession of the half here for Lingle. They will put 3 receivers near side, 1 to the far side. Now they will fake the handoff. No, they will counter handoff. I believe that's Brown or Riggs with the carry.
Yeah, Riggs just right up the gut there. Good for 5 on the carry, brings up 2nd and 5. Can bet Lingle just happy to keep this on the ground here and use clock as they lead it here early on in the 3rd quarter, 40-6.
2nd down and 5. Backfield full once again behind Cook, who is under center. He will turn, hand on the counter to Riggs, and Riggs sidesteps one. Now going to be drugged down. Nice open field tackle there by Desmond to keep Riggs and another big gainer in check.
14-yard gain for Riggs.
Yeah, I say another big gainer. We consider a 14-yard carry kind of medium.
Yeah, he was a tackle away.
Yeah. Yep. Looked very reminiscent to the play before where he scored on the big carry. Now an official's timeout. They will wind the clock. Same formation. 3 backs behind Cook. He'll turn, fake the handoff, wants to throw. Has a receiver. It is overthrown. Intended out there for... That's that receiver that we didn't have the number on. I believe it's number 88.
Yeah, not on our roster.
Yeah, it was an 88. So we do not have that one. We apologize to our listeners. He had him open out there, regardless of who the receiver is. He was open out there, but just overthrown a little bit. So the incomplete pass will bring up 2nd down and 10. This time Cook in the pistol. Movement up front, and now Southeast going to be flagged for encroachment.
Another hard count by Cook. Able to draw that defensive line off sides for Southeast. He must practice that.
He's pretty good at it.
Yeah.
I was always the guy that had to run wind sprints because I couldn't remember the snap count.
You were the fidgety one.
Exactly. Yeah. I needed to get a good jump on him. Handoff to Riggs. Riggs into the center of the line. Tripped up and dropped. That was there on the stop. First one to get him was William Knowlton, along with Emmett Coxbill. So Riggs with the 5-yard carry, enough for another first down, and Lingle back in the red zone.
As we mentioned, CWAC game coming up next Friday night. It'll be a big one. Pine will be at Lingle. That'll be the matchup next Friday night.
Yeah, it could very easily have 2 undefeated teams come in there, and that one possibly for all the chips right there. Brimmer carries outside right side, spun to the turf after a gain of 8, maybe 9 yards. Will bring up 2nd down and short.
Well, you talk about a task, tough task on a defense. You have 3 backs like that for Lingle. And they stay pretty fresh with Riggs, Brown, and Bremer, and you just keep the rotation.
Well, and I'm not sure who the OC is there for Lingle, but they do a nice job of sharing the football.
Yeah.
One guy with that many yards would have tired legs by halftime.
Mm-hmm.
Pitch this time to Riggs. Riggs works
Lost
the left side. Ball came loose, didn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Lingle landed on it. 88. Our mystery guy. Yeah, that was quite a hit.
Yeah, it
by
was.
Riggs at the 2, popped the ball right out.
They haven't had a really good clean hit on him like that tonight yet.
Didn't catch the number, but yeah, big hit there for Southeast.
Bet Riggs was thinking it was more like a license plate. First and goal here. They did get the first down. Ball spotted at the 5. Cook will turn and hand to Brown. Brown behind blockers to the goal line. Touchdown, Doggers. Colt Brown, I believe that's his first one of the night, isn't it?
Yes.
From 5 yards out with 4:22 to go as we are still in the 3rd period. The score now 46-6 in favor of the Doggers. And it would appear as though they will go for 2 here. .421 to go in the 3rd, and Colt Brown has just added to the lead with a 5-yard touchdown run. Lingle will go for 2. Cook will turn, hand off to Bremer, and he is easily into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Lingle leads at 48-6 on the Clark & Associates scoreboard. We'll take a timeout and be back after this break.
Anderson Carpet is proud to have been your flooring expert for the past 46 years, honoring small-town values yet featuring a huge selection that is sure to surprise. Choose from their stock of carpet, hardwood, vinyl plank, vinyl tile, or sheet vinyl for any project. And they have the experts on hand to install them all, giving you a look you'll love for years to come. Stop in and visit today. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday from 9 to 1. Anderson Carpet in Lingle.
Healthcare should be easy. At Banner Health Torrington Community Hospital, feel free to set your pace and choose your path. Torrington Community Hospital offers new technologies, in-state specialists, and the healthcare professionals you know, for a road less traveled and a familiar face along the way. Torrington Community Hospital, providing a wide scope of care, helping you make healthcare easier so that life can be better.
Ready for the kickoff back here from Teeters Memorial Field. Mike McNamee, Grant, and Ryan Caith.
Thanks, Brad Prickett, for finding our mystery man.
Prickett, he just shows up in the dangest places, doesn't he?
Doesn't he?
Didn't see that coming. He just knows
He's on his recliner keeping us in line.
Exactly. Kickoff here, fielded at the 2. Sauer with it, out over the 15 to the 20. It's going to be driven down at the 22, where Southeast will take over first down. Well, I think it's safe to say notice is being served to the rest of the state here tonight.
Yeah.
Number 1 against number 4. And I think that, Ryan, you were in Lusk for the contest up there between Lingle and Lusk, where, that was a pretty dominating win there. You just don't see these lopsided victories in this series like this score that we have right now.
No, special group.
Yeah. First and 10, Cyclones. Snap back to Desmond. Quick throw, hitter to Moats. Moats hit there by Arnish and drugged down, helped out by Brimmer. Moats with a short gain of 2 will bring up second down and 8.
And it always depends on that night, too. I mean, I would say in that top 5 for 1A 9-man wild preps, anything can happen there, but those are some strong football teams.
Yeah. Yep. Well, and still no cause to push the panic button here if you're Southeast. The game that's going to haunt Southeast is that loss up at Lusk, which, by the way, thank you, Eddie Fulmer. Lusk holds on to defeat the Natrona County sophomores tonight, the final in that one, 34-29. So a nice win for them without their quarterback up there in Lusk. But, you've got to think there are 2 really big games left on the rest, and they're both on our broadcast schedule. The game next Friday in Lingle, and then that following Friday when Southeast travels to Pine. That one there could very easily determine that second, third seeding.
And we also have that one on our schedule.
Yeah. So, and a huge game tomorrow between Pine and Saratoga. That one's going to answer a lot of questions there, too. Saratoga's still undefeated as well as Pine. So there will only be 2 undefeated teams left after the game tomorrow night. Carry up the middle here by Blevins. No gain, and now an injured Cyclone. I think that might be Blevins, that does not want to put much pressure on that left ankle.
He's had the bulk of the carries tonight for the Cyclones.
Yeah, and back to our point, I think he's the only one that's carried it.
Yeah.
And you've got 3 guys on the other side that have had the ability to split those duties, so hasn't been easy on Blevins for sure.
Again, the Friday Night Football Scoreboard Show coming up tomorrow night after that Blazer game, homecoming with Buffalo. And a reminder that we will also have that on YouTube tomorrow night, so you can view that as well. Just go to YouTube and then KGOS Sports. Got a huge following tonight.
That is a big game for Torrington tomorrow night as they host Buffalo. Both teams undefeated in the 3A East. Pass here intended for Sauer. In and out of his hands. Falls incomplete, so it'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, Torrington playing great football right now.
Yeah, and if they had been able to straighten a few things out on that trip down to Colorado, they could be in the midst of a 4-game winning streak right now.
Yeah. And led that game throughout.
Yeah. So now with the injury to Blevins, they will have to call on Bo Shimmick, to do the punting. He'll bang it out of there, and it goes out of bounds. That, on the golf course, is called the shank.
Would like to have that one back. And if Eddie Fulmer's listening, I know what comments are coming.
Yeah, he's texting one as we speak. I can see the bubbles rising off of that text message. Yep.
And mainly geared towards me.
Yep. Hey, but I heard that there is a very real possibility that you may be coming out of retirement next year.
Coming back.
Coming back.
Going to need to find a range, I think.
A big range. First and 10 Doggers from the Cyclone 30. Direct snap to Riggs. Riggs with blockers. Carries around right in. Cuts back. Takes on tacklers. And now is tackled by a host of Cyclones.
Yeah, a bunch of Cyclones there. Emmett Coxbill amongst others. They give him 8. Second down coming up.
Yeah, you get that kind of student body right feel there as the direct snap to the tailback, and then 3 blockers are out in front of him. They just start sorting off defenders as they come around the corner. I think those 2 young men are taking that Gatorade jug to the other side.
Yeah.
Second down and 2. Single receivers in the formation. Movement up front. No flags fly. Direct snap to Brimmer. Brimmer cuts it back to the 10. Tripped up and falls forward to the 5. Nice defensive play. I think Desmond got him.
Yeah, caught him from behind to run him down. Tripped him up. Enough for the first down, though. It'll be first and goal for Lingle coming up here.
Good to see Carter Blevins back out there defensively after the injury. So it'll be first and goal. Ball spotted at, it would appear, at about the 7. We're going to get a timeout here as the play clock winding down and really no movement towards the line of scrimmage yet. So I would have to think that Lingle will take a timeout with time to run one more play before the end of the third period. They will do just that. Timeout has been called. We'll take one with them. 48-6. Lingle leads it on the Clark & Associates scoreboard. We're back after this break.
Are you planning a kitchen remodel but don't know where to start?
Hi, this is Dan Shields from Century Lumber. Start with semi-custom diamond cabinets and Century Lumber. Diamond cabinets offer the latest door styles and finishes at an affordable price. I can walk you through all the features and benefits and provide a free estimate and expert design. Stop in and turn that vision of your dream kitchen into a reality with the help of Century Lumber Center in Torrington.
Domino's carryout deal means you can carry out one-topping pizzas for $7.99 each when you order online or by phone. Just in case there's any confusion, we've even set up a helpful website to confirm if today is a day you can carry out one-topping pizzas for $7.99 each. Just go to howaboutotoday.com to find out if Domino's carryout deal is valid today. Spoiler alert, it is. Carryout only. Ask for this offer. Availability and charges may vary. Size availability varies by crust type. Excludes XL and specialty. Your local store may charge extra for some toppings and sauces.
Out of the timeout, Lingle will face first and goal from the 7. As they break the huddle, they will send a single receiver wide right. Double tight end set here with backs on either side of Cook, who is in the pistol. He'll take the snap, hand it to Brown. Brown to the 3, and no more. Going to be tackled there. Nice defensive play out there. Desmond got him, I believe.
He did. Open field tackle by Aiden Desmond. Stopped him shy of the goal line.
And Lingle will allow the third quarter to expire, so we will go to the fourth quarter. With the Doggers leading at 48-6 on the CNA scoreboard, we'll have the fourth quarter for you after this break.
For a living, you're always looking for the latest advances to help your fields be more profitable. That's why it's time to turn to Channel. When you plant elite Channel seed products, you also get the services of your very own Channel seedsman. For customized service, expert advice, and elite seed products, your local Channel seedsman is Cole Coxbill. Be sure to ask him about other crop options as well, including soybeans. Call 575-2147.
This is Wade Brew, Market President with Pinnacle Bank. Pinnacle Bank has been serving the lending needs of farmers, ranchers, and commercial business owners of the Wyobraska area, where we've called home for over 100 years. Let us put our resources to work for you with local decision-making from a family-owned bank. Give us a call or visit us at www.wypinnbank.com. Pinnacle Bank, Torrington and Mitchell, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
Welcome back, everybody. CWAC Game of the Week action. Mike McNamee, Grant, and Ryan Caith. As we get ready to start the fourth quarter of action, the teams swap ends of the field. Lingle working from left to right on your radio dial. They will face second and goal. Ball spotted at the 4. I'll bet one of the Lingle guys carries it here.
Think so.
I'll bet there's a handoff and a carry.
I'll bet you're right.
Same formation, Brimmer and Riggs. Now a direct snap to Brimmer. Trying to get away, reverses his field. Still on his feet. To the 5, to the 2, and he's run out of bounds. Won't get in, but pretty creative run there by Brimmer.
On a broken play.
Yeah, pretty much. Because it looked like he had to wrestle the football away from Cook.
Yeah. Yeah, they were in a wrestling match in the backfield there.
So to bring up third down and goal. From the 2. We know one thing for sure. They are well within Anthony Arnish's field goal range if they've got to go that route.
Yeah.
This time they will put Brown as the up back. Cook under center. Turns. Hands off to the deep back. That is Brimmer, and he is easily into the end zone. Touchdown, Loudon Brimmer. From 2 yards out. Brimmer with at least his third tonight. 2-yard touchdown run to make it 54-6. Arnish on to attempt the point after. Arnish awaits the hold of Cook. There's the snap placement. The kick is on the way, and it is good. So with 11:47 to go in regulation, Lingle stretches the lead to 55-6. We'll take a timeout and be back for the kickoff after this break.
To win in sports, you have to adapt your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. I'm Maggie Myers, an Edward Jones financial advisor, and I can be your financial coach. Call 532-3431 today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
The fall semester is underway in Goshen County, and so are fall sports. Let Heartland Embroidery help you find the right colors to show your school spirit. They carry all kinds of items made specifically for the Doggers, Cyclones, and Trailblazers. Stop in today and see what's new. Don't forget Heartland Embroidery is the largest retailer of Wyoming apparel in the area. It's all at Heartland Embroidery on Main in Torrington.
We are back live in Yoder, Teeters Memorial Field, the site of our CWAC Game of the Week contest this week. All Lingle at this point, they lead at 55-6. Well, I'm telling you, there is some parent commitment with these kids from the 28th Avenue Dance Studio. There is a crew of them down here.
Big dance team.
Yes, it is. As Arnish kicks this one out of the back of the end zone. Either there were some very busy mothers that were all making matching dance uniforms here, or Oriental Trading made a killing on this group. That's fun to watch.
The whole game, great cheers and
a
lot of support there.
There have been some Friday nights or Thursday nights in the middle of October that you wouldn't have wanted a bunch of kids in cheerleading uniforms, but it has been a gorgeous night for football.
Yeah, they're not complaining tonight.
Nope. Probably feels just about right. Now they will move Moats into the fullback position, use him as a blocking back. Handoff is to Blevins. Follows Moats over the right side. Gain of a couple will bring up 2nd down and 8.
And we are in a running clock now, with the big lead for Lingle-Ft Laramie on the Clark & Associates scoreboard. They lead at 55-6. As you mentioned, there's a lot of daylight left for the Southeast bunch. Some big games coming up. A lot can happen. It's going to be an interesting October.
Yeah, I think still very easily control their own destiny with a big game, a big contest with Pine Bluffs. Handoff here, short gain over the right side, maybe 2. We'll bring up 3rd down and we'll call it a long 5, maybe short 6.
We saw Southeast in the first half, both halves really able to move the football. It was penalties that really got to them.
Yeah, hard to believe that they led this one 6-0 and then have allowed 55 straight points. 3rd and long. Trio of receivers come to the near side, but he'll throw to the far side. Pass is caught. That is Tippett with the reception, and he'll have enough for a 1st down. Tippett's right in front of Arnish. A nice pitch and catch there from Desmond to Tippett.
Nice connection, and knew exactly where to be at that 1st down marker. With that catch, moves the chains. Yeah, as you mentioned, Southeast jumps out to that early lead, and the kickoff returned from Riggs kind of shifted that momentum right away for Lingle, and that was a big answer.
Yeah, there were just a couple of different opportunities as Moats hauls in the pass from Desmond here. That should be another 1st down as the ball will be spotted at the 46. But, yeah, those were, in my mind, that was a huge play. And it looked to me like it was right on this near sideline. It looked like they had Riggs dead to rights, and he got away and went to 70 yards for the touchdown. And it has been a struggle ever since then. First and 10, Cyclones. From the 47, Desmond will throw again. This pass caught by Shimmick. Kept in bounds on the near sideline here. There with a nice defensive play, Elijah Hatch. That's Mr. Offense in basketball, Elijah Hatch.
Yes. Yeah. We saw him. Well, yeah, we kept making a point. Would come off the bench and just score.
Yep.
Automatically.
Hit 2 or 3 threes and helping his football team out defensively there. They'll motion Moats. Now throw away from the motion. Right back to, that is to Shimmick. Slung out of bounds by Hatch and Riggs. But not before the Cyclones moved the chains.
Yeah, Shimmick again, right at that 1st down marker, knew where to be. A nice job of keeping his feet in bounds on that reception. Now in Lingle territory, and Southeast doing it from the air now.
Yeah, doing a nice job through the air on this possession. Single receivers either side. They'll fake the handoff, throw right side. This pass tipped and falls incomplete. Tippett will typically catch that pass, but couldn't haul that one in, so it will bring up 2nd down and 10.
Maybe a little too much juice on that one by Desmond. Clock will continue to run now at about the 7-minute mark.
.902, and you are listening to CWAC football on KRM 98.3, Torrington, Wyoming. Desmond carries straight up the middle. 5 or 6 yards on that carry for Desmond. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 5.
That was quite a collision there. Up the middle of the field, Riggs taking on Desmond that time, and Riggs a little banged up. He'll go to the sidelines.
Going to take a play off, huh? Pretty typical with these 1A 9-man teams. You look to the far sideline over there. There is not a lot of backup over there.
No.
I see maybe, 7 or 8 spare players. I see more in street clothes over there than I do in uniforms. Must have some injuries. Handoff to Blivens, big hole over the left side. Blivens over the 30, down to the 20, and that will be a Southeast 1st down. Blivens' best carry of the night there.
Cooper Smith on the stop again. That was a big gainer for Southeast. Moves the chains, and Cyclones just about in the red zone here.
Riggs right back in there as heading to the sideline, hobbled just a little bit, I believe, is Elijah Hatch. 1st and 10, Cyclones. Handoff to Blevins, trying to get outside left side, push to the sideline, run out of bounds over there. It wasn't Hatch that went off with the injury because Hatch was there on that tackle along with Colt Brown.
He'll spot it at the 15. 2nd down coming up for Southeast.
28th Avenue Dance Studio kids are getting all fired up.
You'd think they'd be wearing down, but seem to get louder.
Probably counts as their dance class for tomorrow. Steph gets the night off. Handoff to Blevins. Blevins tries the right side. Submarine there by Anthony Arnish. Nope, Cooper Smith.
Boy, I bet he needs Fridays and Saturdays for ice baths.
Guy's got some defensive points racked up here tonight, hasn't he?
He was this good last year.
Gain of 3 for Blevins on the 1st down carry. Nice drive here by Southeast. We watched this on the first drive of the game. They marched it right down the field. Desmond to throw. He's got a receiver. That's Shimmick. Shimmick going to be wrestled down as he approaches the 10-yard line.
Nice catch by Aiden Shimmick. Got around the defender to catch that one.
Kind of looks to me like with Desmond's arm and with the core of receivers he's got, next to impossible to defend that quick out passing game right there.
Yeah.
And they've done a nice job. They picked up 5, 6, 8 yards, per reception there. Certainly something that you would think they'll build on going forward.
Big 4th down here.
4th, and we'll call it 3. Snap back to Desmond. Looks right now, rolls. Wants to throw into the end zone, does so. It's caught, and a flag flies. I think they're going to get a late hit on the quarterback. I'm going to bet that touchdown will stand.
Chase Sauer on the touchdown catch.
So it is correct. The call is the roughing the passer. They will assess that penalty on the kickoff. So the touchdown on 4th and 3 Southeast converts from the 13. Is that what you're calling it, Grant?
Yes.
Okay. Shimmick on to attempt the point after. Out of the hold of Desmond. The kick is on the way. It is good. So Southeast with a nice drive here. 2:53 to go in the game. They now trail it 55-13 on the Clark & Associates scoreboard. We'll take a timeout and be back after this break.
For farmers and ranchers, your livelihood depends on the land. And when Mother Nature doesn't cooperate, it can put everything at risk. That's where pasture, range, and forage insurance steps in. PRF Insurance protects your operation from insufficient rainfall, ensuring your livestock have the forage they need and safeguarding your bottom line. Talk to J.G. Elliott Insurance today about how PRF can keep your operation going strong season after season.
J.G. Elliott Insurance Center, a Platte Valley company.
Shopping for a used vehicle can be a scary proposition. Who can you trust? Laramie Peak Motors in Wheatland is who you can trust. At Laramie Peak Motors, they keep and purchase only the best pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Then they're subject to a full certification inspection before making them available. But that's not all. Their motto is old-fashioned service for modern times. They stand behind everything they sell. Laramie Peak Motors, I-25, exit 80 in Wheatland. Easy to get to from anywhere in southeastern Wyoming. LaramiePeakMotors.com.
Shimmick with it teed up. The penalty moves the ball to the Dogger side of midfield here. At the Dogger 45, Shimmick will bang it towards the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So with 2:53 to go, clock is stopped for the kickoff. Now it will run. I think it stops for kickoffs, injury timeouts, and regular timeouts. So curious if we will see a new core of players on the Dogger side of things here. But it would appear to be the same supporting cast.
Yeah, as you said, I think both teams in 1A 9-man, you're so thin. Tough to go to the bench too much.
They will let the play clock wind down before taking the snap and handing to Brimmer on the counter handoff. Brimmer will carry out over the 25 to the 26-yard line. Gain of 6. Tippett's on the bottom of the pile along with Liam Hawes, I believe. Gain of 7 will bring up 2nd down and 3.
Did you say Southeast next week has Saratoga?
That I don't know. That would probably be right. Because I think they played everybody else. I'll find out on a break here. They will hand to Brown, and Brown will have a 1st down. Spins away from one tackler. Can't get away from Aiden Desmond and Alec Jamarce, so it will be a 1st down for Lingle. They will need to snap it about 2 more times before they will put this one in the books and call it final. So, Grant, I have confirmed that Southeast will travel to Saratoga next Friday night. That game will take on monumental importance there. It looks like they will take a timeout here as the play clock winds down. So, for one last time, we will take one with them. 55-13, Lingle leads it on the CNA scoreboard. We'll be back after this break.
To think that so long as I was careful, I couldn't get injured. But being sidelined with a torn ACL definitely wasn't in my plans this season. My family made an appointment for me with the providers at Memorial Hospital of Converse County. Their knowledge and care helped me heal and learn how to prevent future injuries. I found an all-star team for my healthcare in their orthopedic and sports medicine department, one that will keep me in great shape and suiting up. I discovered that bigger isn't always better at Memorial Hospital of Converse County.
At Points West Community Bank, we know that agriculture is more than a business. It is a way of life. With over 94 years of experience in serving Goshen County, we understand and value the ways of our local farmers and ranchers. Through the quality of banking services and lending relationships, we take the time to know our customer and learn their operation firsthand. Stop in today to meet with our friendly and experienced lending staff to discuss your agricultural business needs. We look forward to seeing you. Points West Community Bank, a new direction in banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Out of the timeout, Lingle goes into victory formation. They snap the ball for what should be the final time. 27 seconds and the clock runs. They will not have to snap it again. This one will become final. Lingle will move to 6-0 on the season with a convincing 55-13 victory over the Southeast Cyclones, who will fall to 4-2 and 2-2 in East Conference play. Let's take a short timeout. We'll come back with an end-of-the-game wrap-up for you after this short break.
At Platte River Family Dentistry, it's their vision that patients have the freedom to choose a lifetime of optimum dental health. It's their mission to provide progressive excellence in dental care with the ultimate in patient comfort. Dr. Marsh, Dr. Lucas, and the staff are always striving to learn the most up-to-date information, so it's clear to see that Platte River Family Dentistry is the right choice for your dental health. They appreciate your referrals and always welcome new patients. Call Platte River Family Dentistry at 532-4448.
The Southeast Booster Club would like to wish all of our Southeast Cyclone athletes good luck. We applaud your hard work and dedication to our school and are here rooting for you every step of the way. The Southeast Booster Club, supporting and promoting excellence in academics, athletics, and all activities in our Southeast schools. Go Cyclones!
Welcome back to CWAC Game of the Week action. This one is final. Lingle goes on the road to Yoder and picks up the 55-13 win over Southeast. It is time for our end-of-the-game wrap-up, and it's brought to you by number 34. The importance of mental health has never been more prevalent, especially when it comes to the youth in our area. Shad and the crew at number 34 have been serving our area youth for over 15 years. They're currently looking for a family care coordinator and a family support partner. Call 532-0134 to learn more about those employment opportunities. Into the game wrap-up and stats are brought to you by number 34, and here with that wrap-up is Grant Caith.
All right, let's do the scoring summary. Southeast off to the early lead in this one with 6:14 to go in the first quarter. It was a 30-yard touchdown from Desmond to T.J. Moats. The point after was blocked, and the score would be 6-0 at that point, but a big answer by Caden Riggs on the ensuing kickoff. 5:56 to go in the first quarter, a 70-yard kickoff return. That would tie it up at 6 apiece. Point after by Arnish was good. Lingle goes up 7-0, and they never looked back. 11:54 to go in the second quarter. Riggs again on an 8-yard run. And the point after good, that makes it 14-6. Then second quarter scoring for Lingle-Ft Laramie. A 46-yard run from Bremer. And then with 5:45 to go, a 14-yard touchdown run by Caden Riggs. Riggs on the board again, and it's 28-6. And then towards the end of the second quarter, Loudon Bremer would get on the board. A 40-yard touchdown scamper makes it 34-6. And then we go to the third quarter, second half action. Riggs again with a 42-yard touchdown run. Point after, no good that time, made it 40-6. And with 4:22 to go in the third quarter, Colt Brown gets on the board. A 4-yard touchdown run makes it 46-6. They go for two that time and convert. That makes it 48-6. Then early on in the fourth quarter, Bremer back on the board. 2-yard touchdown run. Point after was good, 55-6 Doggers. And then with 2:53, Desmond connects with Sauer as they score early in the first and late in the fourth on a 12-yard touchdown. Point after was good, and that would be the final score. Lingle gets the win tonight over Southeast in a rivalry matchup, 55-13.
Well, you and I had not had a chance to see Lingle yet. You hadn't seen Southeast either. I'm impressed. Lingle is the real deal, and I think that everybody had a pretty good idea of that. Southeast is a good football team, and I think Coach Burkhart's probably standing in there right now saying, we'll get another shot at these guys if we take care of what we need to in the final 2 weeks of the regular season.
Yeah.
So that is not a bad football team, but, you have some things happen, and this deal got out of hand with a couple of big plays there in the first half that kind of demoralizing plays that, to me, were the difference in it.
Yeah. Well, we came into this knowing the top 5 and happy about that it's all from our side of the state. But some quality football teams here, no doubt. These next few weeks are going to be a lot of fun.
Yes, they are. We will have a lot of football coming your way, not only this weekend, but a big matchup from Lingle next Friday night as the Doggers will put that undefeated mark on the line, hosting what could be an undefeated team in Pine Bluffs coming in pending their game tomorrow night with Saratoga. So we look forward to having that broadcast for you. Plan on tuning in tomorrow night for Torrington Trailblazer football and Wyoming Cowboy football on Saturday, Denver Bronco football on Sunday. So, for Grant Caith, Ryan Caith, I'm Mike McNamee. We will sign off, reminding you once again of the final score. Lingle 55, Southeast 13 in this week's CWAC Game of the Week action. Have yourselves a great week, everybody. We'll be back with you next Friday night.